Hello friends, good morning. Today we'll learn English grammar. As you all know that due to this corona vacation, we are unable to open the school. That's why we have arranged a video class for you all. So today we'll start with English grammar, and today's topic is simple present tense. Friends, there are three types of main tenses, that is present, past and future. And we have many tenses, sub-tenses of this tense. So today we'll deal with present tense, and that is simple present tense. So now you can think that what is the use of simple present tense. So especially 10th standard student, you can use this tense in essay writing, in email writing, in short in section C and in section D. And sometime you can find the blanks of simple present tense in section B in your board paper. So in a way, now you know this tense is very useful for your study. So let's start it. Okay, so first, simple present tense. Where can we use this tense? So this tense is used for our daily habits. It means if you want to say your habit to someone, you have to use this tense, simple present tense. Suppose you want to say that you drink milk daily, so you can use this tense like this: I drink milk every day. So we can say this sentence is sentence of simple present tense. Let's take another sentence, like we go to school daily. So this is another example of simple present tense. Let's take third one. She takes my pen daily. So if you have noticed, here we have words like everyday, daily and daily. It means these words suggest simple present tense. So we can say these are the key words of simple present tense. If you find this kind of words, it means everyday, daily, regularly, generally, so that sentence is in simple present tense. So here in these three sentences, we can see here the habit of drinking milk is suggested, here the habit of going to school is described, and here someone is using someone's pen in daily habit. So these three sentences suggest or describe the daily habits of the person. So in this way we can use simple present tense. This is the first use of simple present tense. Okay, now the second use. The second use of simple present tense, it is used for general truth. The general truth which we are using day to day life, or you can say in proverbs, we can use simple present tense. It means the sun rises in the east, the stars shine in the sky. So these are the general truth, or you can say eternal truth. We can't change anything in this kind of truth. So we can use simple present tense to describe this general truth. Here in this first sentence, the sun rises in the east is also suggests general truth or eternal truth. Second, the stars shine in the sky, that is also describe general truth. So this way our second use of present tense, it means simple present tense, is it is used to describe general truth. Okay, now the third use. So the third use of simple present tense is it is used to show the future timetable which is fixed. Now you must have that a doubt that how can we use simple present tense for future thing. But yes, you can use simple present tense for future time, but when? But only when you have the things fixed. Suppose your vacation is going to be start in July. So we can say our vacation is closed on June. Our next period is started by the evening. So you can say, or you can see, here we have two future activities which is not going on currently. So this is this June and this evening. These both describe future time. But then even we have used simple present tense, and here for your kind information I must tell that this thing we have used passive voice of the simple present tense, but in a way we are using here simple present tense to show the fixed thing for future time. So this way we can use simple present tense to describe our future time which is fixed. This is the third use of simple present tense. And the next use of simple present tense is the fourth use of simple present tense is it is used to show the principle of maths and science. Like you all are aware about the principle of maths and science. So, which is in a way we can say that the principle, it means rules of the maths and science are in a way just like eternal truth, which we cannot just change it. So, in this type of sentences, we can use simple present tense. See, 2 plus 2 is 4. So here our is suggest simple present tense, and you all know this is the rule of maths, principle of maths, and we can't change this thing. So you to show the principle of maths and science, you use simple present tense. These are the uses of simple present tense. Now you all are aware about the usages of simple present tense. So now you must have that idea or that doubt that how can we make sentences in simple present tense. So our second thing is sentence pattern. Sentence pattern of the simple present tense. We have done usages, and now you all know about the use of this simple present tense. But now what next? The next is sentence patterns. How can we make a sentence in simple present tense? So there are 4 types of sentence pattern. First, it is affirmative sentence pattern. Second, it is negative sentence pattern. Third, it is interrogative sentence pattern. And the last, means fourth, is negative interrogative. Sentence. We'll find these 4 types of sentence pattern in simple present tense. First is affirmative sentence, second is negative sentence, third is interrogative sentence, and the fourth is negative interrogative sentence. You all are aware about these 4 types. In affirmative, you will find the positive sentences. It means without not. You have to use affirmative sentence, and you are not allowed to use not in affirmative sentence. Second one is negative sentence. In this sentence, you are allowed to use not. Means here not is compulsory. Without it, you can't make this sentence pattern. In interrogative sentence pattern, question mark is must. Means when you will complete your sentence, this sign must be there, and this is the identification of interrogative sentence. And the last, negative interrogative. So in this kind of sentences, you will find not plus helping verb and question mark. So these are the 4 types of sentence pattern will deal in the simple present tense. So let's see one by one. So first we'll do affirmative sentence pattern. Okay. So affirmative sentence is also called positive sentence. It means there is no place for not. Okay, so as you all know that the one thing is must the one thing is compulsory for making a sentence is subject. Without subject, you can't make a single sentence, whether it is negative, whether it is affirmative, whether it is interrogative, or whether it is negative interrogative. You can't make a single meaningful sentence without subject. So in this tense, in affirmative sentence, we need subject. It can be anything. It can be he, she, it can be they, it can be you, it can be I, or it can be we, or it can be any name of the person. You can use anything in subject. Okay, so after subject, what we need? After subject, we need verb. So, as you know, this is the simple present tense. So, here we need first form of verb, which is known as V1. So, here we need V1. After that, what we need? After that, we must need object. These two are the pillars of the sentence to make it meaningful. Without these two, you can't make a meaningful sentence. So, you must need subject, after that verb, after that object, and the last thing is other thing, or you can say other words. So these are the sentence pattern of simple present tense. Let me revise it. First is subject, second is verb, third is object, fourth is other things, or you can say other words. And don't forget that you have to use the base form of the verb. V1 is known as base form, or you can say root form of the verb. See, this is the sentence pattern of affirmative sentence. Let me revise it so you can understand very well it. So we are dealing with simple present tense, and first we have done the usages of simple present. Secondly, we are doing the sentence patterns. In sentence pattern, we are doing that affirmative sentences, or it is also known as positive sentences. And the sentence pattern of affirmative sentence is subject, verb, but V1, base form or root form of the verb, object and other things, or you can say other words. This is the sentence pattern of affirmative sentence. Now, another thing. See, there is one rule. When you find he, she and it, when you find these things in subject, at that time don't forget, remember this word, don't forget to use s or es with your verb. This is compulsory. It means if you have he, she or it means third person singular. If you have this thing as a subject, don't forget to use s or es with your verb. It means here. Let's take an example. Let me tell you the example to make it more simplified. See, he takes my pen in the school. Okay, so here we have one sentence that he takes my pen in the school. And to make it more clear, let me give you one more sentence. We take his pen in the school. Okay, so now here you have two sentences. He takes my pen in the school. We take his pen in the school. Okay, so as per rule, we have taken here as, because we have third person singular means he, and if you can see here we have we, so we don't take here s or es, because here we doesn't classify as a third person singular. So the clear thing is, when you have he, she, it, when you have third person singular, you have to use s or es with your verb, and when you don't have third person singular, you no need to add anything to the verb. This is the rule of simple present tense in affirmative sentence. Let's see some more example of these. So you must have doubt that when to add s or es. So here we have, if you find ch, double s, sh and so on things, in that case you can use es. Okay, it means, suppose teach, you have this verb teach, so you have ch. So when we want to make this teach as a verb of simple present tense, or when you have third person singular in a subject, at that time you can use teaches. So if you have noticed, we have added here es. So if you find ch, s, double s, sh, so in that case you have to use es. So this is the sentence pattern and rules of affirmative sentence. Now switch to negative sentences. Before that, let me give you some more sentences of affirmative sentence, and that is, see, we eat bananas daily evening. The next is, she dances in the evening. Number 3, they read my storybook every Sunday. So, see, to make you more clear, I have written 3 sentences here. We, it means it, she dances, they read. So, these are the sentences of affirmative sentence of simple present tense. I hope now you have clear idea about the affirmative sentences of simple present tense. Now, next is negative sentence. The next is negative sentences. Okay. So the next is negative sentences. as I told you earlier that we can't make a negative sentence without using of not, and we are not allowed to use not in affirmative sentence, so don't mix it up, okay? So the sentence pattern of negative sentence is, as you know, we need what? Subject, now. The twist is here. Here we cannot use directly not. For that we need helping verbs, and that is do or does. After that we are allowed to use not. After that V1, that is the base form of the verb, and after that other words. See, this is the sentence pattern. Let me repeat it. Subject, as we know that without subject we can't make a single sentence, meaningful sentence. Subject, do or does, not, V1, other words. Okay. So now the question is, to which subject we need to use do, and to which subject we need to use does. Okay. So let me clear it. When you have he, she and it means third person singular. With this you have to use does, and when you have I, we, you and they, with it we need to use do. While you are making negative sentence, remember that with he, she, it, does, with I, we, you, they, do. Don't interchange this, otherwise your sentence will be wrong. So simply you can remember this, that third person singular takes does, and apart from third person singular, I, we, you, they take do. Okay, so let's do the examples of negative sentence. So the first one is, Sheetal does not read my book. So you can say, or you can see here, Sheetal is a name of a girl. So Sheetal is a third person singular, so we have taken here does. And remember one thing, in affirmative sentences I have told you that third person singular takes as or es with verb. But my friend, don't forget that we are dealing with negative sentences, and in negative sentences you are not allowed, listen carefully, you are not allowed to use as or es with verb, because we have already taken helping verb here. So no need to use as or es only in negative and in interrogative sentence. Don't forget this. Let me write the second one. We do not go to swim. See, here we have used we, so we used do. As you know, we don't have here that third person singular, so we use here do. The another one is, our teacher helps us in the project. See, our teacher helps us in the project. Now, if you want to make this sentence into negative, so what will you do? So the thing is, now you have to tickle your mind to make this one negative. See, here teacher can be male or female, anyone, so we have taken helps. So the negative sentence of this is our teacher does not help us in the project. See, you can say, or you can see, here we used as with verb, and when we use here does, we removed as from the help. This is what I wanted. I was telling to you that when we use does, at that time we don't use as or es with help. Okay, so this is the negative sentence pattern. So now it's time to give you homework. So we have dealt with affirmative sentences and negative sentences. So I'll give you homework about this too. Okay, so write down your homework, students. So your today's homework is turn the following sentences as it is directed. Okay, first, I go to school on Sunday. So your instruction is make it negative. Second one is we do not read English. Your instruction is make it affirmative. Next is they do their homework daily, and the instruction is, as you know, you have to make this sentence negative. Make it negative. So these three sentences are for your homework. You have to make negative, affirmative and negative sentences. You have to turn these sentences as it is directed. Okay, so this is for today. We'll meet again in next video. Till then, stay safe and all the best for your homework or for your future. Thank you.